So lots of interesting decisions for Gareth Southgate as he named that 26-man squad yesterday. Let's hear more from him then on why he chose the youngster Jude Bellingham over James Ward-Prowse.
I've got to say James was brilliant, as was Jesse, as was Ollie. Totally professional. I mean, that is the character of those three players. But to speak specifically about James, I've had him as under-21 captain. He's had a very, very good season with Southampton. He gave himself every chance with his performances and his professionalism to be in the squad. It means an enormous amount to him to be involved with England. So, but for Jude, he's phenomenal. Just in training in the last couple of days, to have a 17-year-old who wants to compete with senior players, not only has the techniques but the competitiveness and the maturity. He's a hugely exciting player. He's going to be an important player for England. I think we're not just taking him for the experience. The experience is going to be enormous for him and for future England managers, because I don't see with him anything in his character that means he won't succeed. His performance levels with Dortmund in the big Champions League games were the things that really struck us. He stood up in those big moments, and they're the moments we're really assessing the players on.
So Jude Bellingham gets the nod then for this Euro squad. And Andros, when you look at this squad, it's a relatively young squad that Gareth Southgate has gone for. What do you make of the inclusion then of Bellingham?
I think it's a no-brainer. I feel sorry for James Ward-Prowse. He's probably the best deliverer of a set piece that I've definitely shared a pitch with. But Jude Bellingham he's a star. He's a star in the making. He's shown it on the biggest stage in the Champions League, and like Gareth said, he's not only got the technical ability, but he's got the drive, he's got the hunger, he's fearless, as kids are. So for me, it's a no-brainer to not only include him in the squad, but for me, he's down to get game time as well.
Do you think?
100%.
Cass, you're not so sure, are you, about game time?
Game time?
Yeah, for Bellingham. Do you think he...
Well, we work together every weekend. You know what I think of.
Oh, I know you think he's very good, but I know you think he's very good, and we've spoken about that. Yes, absolutely. But he's not going to be a starter, for example.
No, I don't think initially, but it's quite clear. I was lucky enough to be in the first squads with Damien Duff and Robbie Keane. And as a pro, you see him play and you train with them, you go... Me and Noel Quinn had a conversation. Well, that's me and Quinny out. We'll be out the door pretty quickly because Robbie was that good.
Yeah.
Now, from what I've seen quite a lot of Jude Bellingham. He's everything that Andros says and probably even more. I think he's going to definitely be, over the next 10 years, a big star in that midfield because he's got everything. You even play him in a driving midfield role. He can get forward in dangerous areas and cause problems. Having the composure at 17... and what he showed, and let's face it, being a 17-year-old and moving to Dortmund is a big thing.
Yeah.
That shows you how mature this lad is. Now, same for Sancho. They've gone to moves. They took a brave move to go abroad. Somewhere it's a little bit unknown to them. They're probably a scary prospect, and they've done unbelievable.
I think even if he doesn't play, he's the future of English football, so the experience he'll get just being around a major tournament and top players will be invaluable.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.